Week 16. Now let's talk about Packers and Bears. The spread here is 1.5 in favor of the Packers on the road in Chicago, soon to be Indiana. I mean, the Green Bay Packers -112 on the money line, -104 for the Bears at home, and the over/under set at 46.5. Now, real quick, there are some clinch factors here for the Green Bay Packers. How the Packers can clinch a playoff berth this weekend is a win with a Detroit loss versus Pittsburgh. So Detroit probably not going to happen on the Detroit loss. Meanwhile, the Chicago Bears, I want to say, here we go. Chicago Bears, the Bears can clinch a playoff berth with a win in a Detroit loss versus Pittsburgh as well. So Rec, we're not going to really talk too much on the Steelers tonight, but yeah, that's the case for both of these teams. So both teams, Chicago Bears 10-4, Packers 9-4-1, still looking for their clinched spots. Scotty, what are your thoughts on the Packers after the loss to the Denver Broncos last week, bouncing back against the Bears team that's been just winning games?
To me, this is a fascinating line because the Bears favored by 1.5. Chris, just last week, the Packers on the road against the Broncos were favored by, what were they, like 2.5?
It was hovering between 2.5 and 3.
So, I mean, that's disrespectful to the Broncos a little bit, right? Like, the Bears aren't a great football team. I think they're good. They're not great. And you could argue that the Broncos are the same way. But for the Broncos to be, 4 points worse than the Bears is insane to me. So this line doesn't really make sense. I would lean Packers, but I also don't know how to touch this game.
Packers also have a lot of injuries too. You have to factor in one, they lost their best defensive player in their best, pass rushing defensive player, Micah Parsons, and then you also lost. I don't think Watson's going to be back. I mean,
Watson's hurt every week. I don't know.
He's never going to be healthy. So you lost him. So you're down some dudes. I think they lost one other player, if I'm not mistaken. So
was it a safety?
Oh
no. Was it Zach Tom?
Zach Tom is questionable. Van Ness questionable.
Cuban, don't do that. Don't do that. Damn it.
Broncos are the overdogs.
Did you see Denver made shirts? They made shirts.
Yeah.
Cuban, I didn't know Russell Wilson was your quarterback again. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I said it on Sunday when I heard it. I'll repeat it again. Bo Nix played great on Sunday. Best game he's ever played in his life.
And then he hits you with the overdogs?
With the overdog comment. Bruh. What a stupid thing to say aloud.
The overdogs. Could have been overdogs. I mean, yeah.
I would lean Packers here. I think people are like focusing on Micah Parsons' injury and all that, coming off a loss. I still think the Packers probably are slightly a better team than the Bears. I would lean Packers here.
65% of the public and 65% of the money on the Bears in this game as well.
Love the Packers even more.
Love the Packers. And I kind of agree. I think that there's, in a division rivalry here, I just think that the Packers, they competed in the Denver game. Denver's a good team this year, and they were, until the last bit of that game, right there with Denver, one of the better defenses in the NFL. You got a lot of injuries. You got a Bears team that's on a high right now. Bears team that everyone is on top of. They're the fan favorites. Everyone's jumping on their bandwagon. Their stock couldn't be higher. Packers stock is kind of dipping. Now seems to be the best time to buy the Packers, especially on the 1.5 point spread. So here, yeah,
Of course, the Chiefs fan thinks it's the dumbest thing ever said. I'm getting it as a tattoo. I'm not alone. There are Bronco fans that think it's the dumbest thing ever said too. It's so Russell Wilson like that it's crazy.
It was. I saw that post game interview.
Very yes, like Chris. Chris also thinks it's the dumbest thing ever said.
Like I'm the one who posted in the Discord. I'm like, oh no, Russell Wilson. It's like this is the let's ride of
But
Bo
by
Nix.
all means, Cuban, get that tattoo.
Cuban, I want to see. I want to see. I want to see an overdog tattoo.
Just like, I mean, I don't know. Get it on like the inner part of your arm, probably, so it shows all the time.
The Bover dogs.
Yeah,
Listen, he played great last week, but don't ruin it with that.
he
dumb
ruined it.
comment.
He ruined it. I mean, I think that I'm with you on this one. I think this game. What's the weather like in this one? I want to say is Chicago. It's probably gonna be colder in Chicago.
I'll look up. No, Indiana. What is it like in Indiana?
What's it like in Indiana?
Is it cold out there? Is it warm?
What's the weather like in northeastern Indiana?
Northwestern.
Or northwestern. Yeah, sorry. Like either way, it doesn't really matter for these two teams, but I'm looking at like the over-under total, and I'm also looking at if
It's gonna be 30 degrees, which is
That's
kind of
fine.
what you would expect.
that's fine. That doesn't really impact for me for the over-under. I would say if anything, like I either like the Green Bay Packers at -1.5, or I would actually tease the Bears up to +7.5. I wouldn't love it, but I would.
That'd be a good teaser.
I don't hate the teaser necessarily for Chicago in a close division matchup that I think both defenses. I think the Bears are going to put up some points. I think their defense is going to hold Green Bay down a little bit, but it's not going to be a blowout kind of game. This doesn't strike me as a blowout game either way.
No, I think it's going to be close, and it's our Sunday night, I believe. So,
All right, so that could be a potential.
Our Sunday night is Patriots and Ravens.
wait, what is this? Oh no! Why? Why does it say on this site that it's 8:20 Eastern?
Did they flex it out? Like, did they reflex it? Because I know they.
No, we have Saturday games. We have Saturday
It's a
games.
Saturday.
By the way, guys, we have Saturday games this week, just so you know.
Forgot about- Normally I'm tuned in, but my team sucks, so I'm not.
Yeah, so we have a Thursday night and we have Saturday games with Philly, Washington, Green Bay, Chicago.
Just those two.
Both games play on Saturday. So we have a 3:00, 5:00 Eastern game and a 8:20 game. 8:20 game on Saturday. So that's what happened. It was a trap.
It's a trap.
I won't let him get that
No.
tattoo, by the way, Medusa. Good.
I was gonna say no college football, but that's not true. The college football playoff is occurring this weekend, so I'm shocked that they're playing on Saturday and competing against college football.
That's just them like being cocky. Like we know that everyone's gonna tune away from college ball.
Yeah. Not for the Philly Washington game. Who gives a fuck? But this one, maybe.
Yeah. So interesting game here. I'm going to be tuning in. Obviously, Saturday game is going to be primetime Saturday on Fox. So yeah, we'll be tuned in. Don't worry, we'll be there.
NFL is gonna be on Netflix. Let's go. I mean, sorry, Rec. Get Netflix like everyone else.
You gotta have to buy some subscriptions, Rec.
Alternatively, piracy.
Yeah, you're just
Your heart fidelity.
I can't relate to the anger on like people are mad that the NFL's like, why put it on these different things? I'm like, well, their job is to make money. So they're gonna make the most money they can by putting it on different platforms. Even if they don't get the viewership they could get on like a CBS or Fox, they're getting paid to put it on this platform. Their job is to make the most money. You can be upset about it, but like that's their job is to make money. And people are like, how much money can you make? I'm like, what job can you ever have where you're like, well, maybe we should just appease the fans and not make money? Like, that's idiotic. You make money. And everyone has Netflix.
You have to.
Minus Rec.
No.
Yeah.
Everyone has Amazon. Minus Rec. And then the other one is what? Like Peacock, I think, maybe?
Peacock, yeah.
Peacock,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
But I don't blame the NFL in that regard for just trying to make the most money they can. That's what you should do in your job, is make the most profit you can for your industry.
Yeah, agreed. It makes it tough for people watching but at the same time, it's like that's part of it.
No, it doesn't. Figure it out.
It does for me.
Well,
you should have Netflix and Amazon, and Peacock's the one I could understand you not having, but Amazon and Netflix you should absolutely have.
What the hell am I going to do with Netflix?
I mean, there's a lot of good stuff on Netflix, Rick. I mean, if you watch TV,
everyone has Netflix. What are you talking about?
All right.
That wasn't the question, Scotty.
Let's move on to the next game. We got the Broncos hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars with a matchup that we never really thought was going to be a good matchup at this point in the season necessarily, but now is turning into maybe a more interesting matchup than you think. So Denver Broncos at home hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars, 3-point favorites for the Denver Broncos at home. Minus 172 for the Broncos to win the game, plus 144 for the Jags. Over under at 46 and a half. By the way, I'll just throw the money and the money coming in on this game. 58% of the public, 65% of the money on the Jags, plus 3. On the side here, I kind of lean Denver. I lean Denver on the minus 3. Now, Denver plays a lot of close games. So in that respect, I do think that it's going to be kind of tricky. But at the same time, I want to say that the Denver Broncos defense is going to have a nice outing here at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence is the other side of this coin, where the Jacksonville Jaguars have been putting up points over the last 4 or 5 weeks, just crushing. Now they've been doing it against some questionable opponents at times, but either way, that doesn't change the fact that their offense is clicking and their defense is a little bit underrated. So, when you're looking at this game, a lot of things can go one way or another, but I do trust, if we're going off the momentum of what we saw from Bo Nix last week, and you trust that he's going to build on that and have another good game, you gotta take Denver minus 3 in this game, in my opinion. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars will struggle against this Broncos defense. I was looking at the over-under total. Interestingly enough, the over seems kind of interesting to me if I had a lean in this one. But then again, I see 80% of the public and the money on the over. So it's kind of scaring me off of it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, how important is this game to both teams?
So actually, let's talk about that real quick.
I would say it's not overly critical to either team right now. The Broncos need to win one.
To the Jaguars, trying to stay. They have a division to win still.
Correct, but they after this they have the Colts and Titans, so they should be able to take care of business and still. Well, I guess I don't know who has the tiebreaker if the Texans win out, but the Texans have a very tough schedule where the Jaguars do not. The Texans face, Raiders, Chargers, and Colts. Actually, not that tough. So it's probably more important to the Jaguars after the Patriots lost last week than it is for the Broncos.
The Jaguars, by the way, can clinch a playoff berth with a win and Houston loss versus Las Vegas, which isn't happening, or a win and Indianapolis loss versus San Francisco, which is in play.
They must hold the tiebreaker over the Texans. So with that, Jaguars need like one more win. It almost seems like. So this game, while you have a Broncos team that's won 11 straight, you have a Jaguars team that's won 5 straight. So it's a great matchup on paper, but how important is it to either team? Because the Broncos and Jaguars seem to hold command in what they need to do and win one more. It might face each other in the playoffs, so it might be like, I don't know. I think the Chiefs do this. I don't know if other teams do this, where you save your plays, you save your offense, you save a lot of your offense scheme for the playoffs. Now 3, I would like it a lot more at 2.5, because I do think it will be a close game. I mean, the Jaguars' offense is clicking right now. I know the Broncos played great last week offensively, and literally Bo Nix he's played pretty well for 3 straight weeks. Going back to Washington, the Raiders, and now last week against the Packers. So he's played well for 3 weeks.
You were saying that during the game, during that Sunday Night Football game.
Well, Bo Nix was trash before that for the whole season. He was bad. He played decent in the Washington game. The defense didn't play great and like almost lost the game. I don't know. I wouldn't love Denver at 3. I wouldn't love.
Yeah, I'm kind of
at 2.5. At 2.5, I would like a lot more.
Agree.
For whatever reason, I feel like this is like a field goal game. Jaguars' offense is clicking, and again, this isn't an offense you face a lot, so your defense won't be as prepared, won't be as good as they are against like interdivisional matchups.
But Scotty, didn't you hear the Jaguars are overrated? And Hippo player said it himself.
Listen, the Jaguars have won recently big against bad teams, but they've won big against those bad teams. So I think the Jaguars are hitting their stride. And I think Trevor Lawrence and Bo Nix are very, very similar quarterbacks right now. But I would take the Broncos defense, and it's at home, so it's weird.
By the way, Broncos have motivation because their clinching scenario, at least for the AFC West, is a win with the Chargers loss at Dallas, which theoretically is possible. They will most likely not clinch the 1 seed because they need a lot of help with Buffalo losing to Cleveland and some weird things. So at least from this standpoint, Chargers losing and a Broncos win gets them the AFC West. So they're motivated here and they want that 1 seed. They want the 1 seed more than anything else. So, but I do think this is a close game. I don't know if we take any bets in this one. I think we stay away from this game. I think we leave it alone.
At 2.5, I like Denver. At Jacksonville at 3, I kind of like weirdly lean Jacksonville. Like I think it's going to be a field goal game.
Yeah. I think Broncos win this game, though. I do think the Broncos win this game. Bo has got to be on some kind of high, which should make him stay the course. Lots of value on the Jags money line.
I also think for Denver, them clinching the 1 seed too early would be bad for them.
Put your fandom aside, fade your team, and take the Jags money line.
Just to be clear, the Broncos are not my team. They're my least favorite team.
He loves the Broncos.
I hate the Broncos.
No, he loves these overdogs.
The overdogs.
Bronco fans are the worst.
And
I would say, if you live in a rival city, you would always assume those fans are the worst. But they're the worst for me, at least.
Yeah, I think if I had maybe it is. Maybe the line is. I'm staying away from this game. I don't want to sweat it. We're gonna stay away from it. Both teams relatively healthy coming into this game too. Not too many players on the injury report on either side. So interesting. All right, moving on. Thursday night football is gonna be, I think, pure cinema. we're getting two teams.
Somehow Thursday Night Football is the game of the week.
It's the game of the week. Rams visiting the Seahawks. Game is 1.5 point spread. Seahawks favored at home by 1.5. 126 minus 126 for Seattle and plus 108 on the money line, and then over under at 42.5. So looking at this game, I mean this game by far is the best game that we're going to be looking forward to, and we get it first this week. Initially, you have two teams that both have good defenses. Both have been playing really well. You got some running games that you can lean on. I think I like the Rams running game a little bit more than the Seahawks, but both defenses are outstanding. And then you have two teams that are playing really good football when it comes to being able to move the ball and stay competitive. Seattle kind of had a down week last week. It felt like they were kind of struggling against Old Man Rivers a little bit. But the Rams are considered the best team in the NFL. And at this point, it almost feels like, I mean, this is definitely a teaser candidate, in my opinion. Any team that's going to be, on the plus side of this, getting another 6 points. So Rams plus 6 to get to 7.5. Kind of like that. I actually kind of like the Rams plus 1.5. But if you give me the choice to add another 6 to that, kind of like it. But what are your thoughts on this game?
No, I like teasing it. I agree. I think it'll be a close game. These are the two odds-on favorites to win the Super Bowl, according to Vegas. Which still is shocking that Seattle's there. And I wouldn't bet on Seattle because I still in the playoffs can't trust Sam Darnold. I don't know. I'm just not there yet. We'll see in the playoffs what happens there. But the regular season, I can trust him, and he has the best partnership in the NFL with Jackson Smith and Jigba this year. So, I like teasing up the Rams to 7.5 as well. I think it'll be a close game. Puka, despite his all his talk, I don't know. I think it'll be
him
a
being a
close.
moron.
I think it'll be a close battle. I think it'll be a good game. I think the Rams squeaked out a 3-point win, kind of in like not great fashion when they played earlier this year in LA. And I expect a close game again. So I agree with you. I like teasing up the Rams to 7.5. I don't think they lose by more than a touchdown if they do lose, which they very well could. This is going to be a great game to watch.
So we have two. So we could have Chicago up to 7.5, LA Rams up to 7.5. So that could be paired together. We already have one of those. Whether or not we want to pair those two particular, we'll make that decision. I also bet earlier on in the week under 44.5, and it's now at 42.5. So I'm ahead of that. If we wanted to, I locked this in. If we wanted to consider, the 44.5, but we kind of, I don't know how we want to approach that.
First game was what, like 19-16, kind of ugly.
Both teams have really good defenses.
Yeah.
Generally.
And it's a Thursday, which should lean towards defense.
No Devontae.
No Devontae Adams for the Rams. Yeah, we can think about that. That might be a second one we pile on here.
Also, fun fact, and that's a fun fact, the Rams team plane broke down before they could actually fly out to Seattle for this game.
Which is bizarre. How does that happen with NFL teams and their planes? But I think they'll be okay. They'll be able to exist and play.
They'll be able to exist.
Yeah.
I gotta send you that we're a team soundbite. That'd be perfect for your soundboard. We're a team.
Stan Kroenke's fault. Jaboy. All right. Well, there you go. I think Rams. I feel like Rams is the side here, but it's going to be an awesome game. Either way, we have some really good games this week. We have some interesting games. By the way, I don't know if there's any other. Let me take a look at any implications for this end of it. Seattle.
Well, this is massive for the division, I would think.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like Rams win the division with this game.
Like,
Seattle-
This is a fight for the 1 seed.
Seattle clinches a playoff spot just by winning. They win the game, they clinch a playoff berth. Or a Detroit loss versus Pittsburgh, which a lot of riding on the Detroit Pittsburgh game, by the way. a lot of people might want Detroit to lose this week.
So what I'm hearing is that we're going to disappoint a lot of teams.
If Pittsburgh wins, Pittsburgh holds the keys to a lot of people's in the NFC. The Bears, the Packers, the Seahawks.
Sounds like you're trading in that chip, Chris.
The Niners, then even the San Francisco 49ers have a chance to win. If they win, they're in a playoff berth.
They
And
have a
then
chance to win.
or Detroit lost to who? Pittsburgh. Detroit losing to Pittsburgh would be mayhem for, I mean, it would be automatic clinching for two teams. Let's see. At least two teams. Chicago and Green Bay have to win their game in addition, but San Francisco and Seattle.
One of them, I feel like, is going to win that game.
One of them might win the game. Just saying. So that being said, that's kind of how that ends up playing out. Let's go to the next game here. Patriots and Ravens.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
No.
Sunday Night Football.
So Patriots and Ravens, Sunday Night Football, which I mean, I'm curious on how this is going to go. Obviously, it would be nice for the Ravens to win this game or be competitive, but that's just me as a Broncos fan wanting to have an easier path to the 1 seed and not having to sweat it down the stretch. Either way, we have Sunday Night Football, which we will be live on this channel for. So if you're here, hit that follow button. If you're new to the channel, so you can be here every single day that we're live, which is Sunday and Wednesday. But Sunday Night Football, we will be watching this game and recapping all the Week 16 action, all of our takeaways, and kind of just going through all the scenarios that took place, especially as we lock in these playoff seeds. So, Sunday, we have the New England Patriots on the road in Baltimore. 2.5-point underdogs in Baltimore. The Patriots are right now. And plus 130 on the money line, minus 154 for the Ravens. Over-under set at 47.5. And honestly, this number feels weird to me. This feels like, it feels trappy.
It's a trap.
I'm just like, what have the Ravens done to prove that they're the Baltimore Ravens of old? Like, they haven't really done much, right? I'm sitting here looking at this game, and like, I know I've been skeptical of the Patriots, right? I've been skeptical, but like they had a good start against Buffalo, and they played really well, and they learned a lesson, didn't they? They learned a lesson about their fans learned a lesson about talking shit halfway through the game. And then they learned a lesson about letting teams back in that they know are good. And so, are the Patriots a good team? I think they're a good team. Now, are the Ravens proven? Have the Ravens proven that they're a good team? I don't think so. I mean, the Ravens, we've also said that they have a decently easy schedule. Now, what's concerning a little bit is that all the money and all the public is coming in on Patriots. And I mean, it was Patriots +3. Now it's 2.5. So that's kind of shifted a little bit. But this is another teaser candidate that I would love to take, is the Patriots up to 8.5, +8.5. Love it. Patriots, I think, are a good team. I think they could win this game outright. You could look at the money line at +130 and feel like they can win this game and be comfortably in a spot where they can, not have to worry about too much. So this game, I would lean more towards New England in general, but being able to tease the New England Patriots up to 8.5 feels like a gift.
It really does. Again, like they beat up on a depressed quarterback who some say might have quiet quit on the team. And again, the Patriots have so much stuff that the Ravens don't, like a coach, a quarterback that can throw over the middle, or a quarterback that can throw down the sidelines. I meant a defense. Yeah, like what's the money on this game? Like who's betting?
So
I'm assuming they're betting on the Patriots.
yeah, no, it's heavy. That's the only downside of this is the fact that 81% of the public and 78% of the money is all on the Patriots. So it's a landslide. Which is why I kind of have I question just the standard spread in this game. More so than anything else, which is why the teaser side of things is like a little bit more juicy. But I guess in the end, my theme with this game is like I just don't think the Ravens have proven themselves to be 2.5 or 3-point favorites at home, like against the Patriots team that had Buffalo on the ropes again for the first half of that game, and then everyone's again all the fans started talking shit, and all the Patriots learned a lesson about letting teams back in. And I just think Scotty, I was saying teasing get this down to 2.5 is where it's at right now. 81% of the public, 78% of the money all on the Patriots, but I'm getting a 2.5, and teasing the Patriots up to 8.5 is a gift.
I'm lost, and I don't love everyone's in agreement with me. I'm lost why the Ravens are favored by 3.
It's crazy to me.
We were talking about that.
I told Rec when you were gone, I was like, this makes zero. That's why I was like, it's a trap. Is this a trap? Are we?
Ravens defense has been much better, but their offense is still bad. Last week they won 24-0, and maybe that's where it's coming from a little bit, but like 24-0 in a game that could have been very, very different without turnovers in the red zone, or at least in field goal range for the Bengals early on, and like a pick six late. Like the offense scored 17 points at most for the Ravens in this game last week against a bad Bengals defense. The Ravens offense is bad. It's bad.
Agreed.
So I don't know why they're favored in this game by 2.5 or 3 or wherever it is right now. But it also feels like a trap. It feels too good to be true. Like, why are they favored like this?
I don't understand it either.
I can't. Usually, I can pinpoint at least something in Vegas, but I can't in this game.
And again, at +3, the public was 81%, and the money was 78%, all on the Pats, which is, like I said, a landslide. I mean, it's just like,
and I think that's the right side by far.
It just
like, I don't know if the Patriots are a great team, but they're better than the Ravens. They're better than the Ravens right now.
Patriots are the healthier team across the board. I mean,
Cuban, everyone thinks the Ravens are a sleeping dog. When does the dog wake up? I thought the Chiefs were. Listen, I thought the Chiefs were a sleeping dog a little bit, and it just never woke. It never woke up. And I don't think the Ravens are waking up. It's been too many weeks of just being a sleeping dog.
Q system of a down.
Can't sleep forever. You got to wake up at some point.
I mean,
Brendan,
yeah.
Ravens win. That's not surprising. But the Patriots are the better team.
I mean, the Ravens coming off that 24-0 win over the Bengals, which, again, you get depressed Joe Burrow in a defense that can't stop anybody, right?
I mean, Joe Burrow and without T. Higgins, which actually, since Joe Burrow's been back, T. Higgins has been his favorite target. He's targeted T. Higgins since he's been back way more than Jamar Chase. I think not having T. Higgins was huge. I think the Ravens' offense is still garbage. It's not good right now. I think the Patriots can shut that down. I think the Patriots should be pissed off of how they played that second half against the Bills last week.
They let one get away.
They still have stuff to. I mean, both teams have stuff to play for, obviously. But the Patriots are the better team.
Patriots can clinch a playoff berth with a win, or a Houston loss versus Las Vegas, which won't happen, or an Indianapolis loss versus San Francisco.
Are you sure they wouldn't clinch with a Detroit loss?
I mean, I wish that was like that game had implications for every other game. It would be so great. It probably is, and they just didn't list it here. It probably is. But anyways, yeah, New England has a lot to play for in this game just to clinch that spot and just be a little bit more at ease with their situation. But I'm with you. This feels
Ravens
weird.
are in a ton, but like this doesn't feel like Ravens teams of prior years at all.
Agreed.
I have to assume Lamar's hurt in some capacity because he's not the same player at all. The offense is garbage. It's not working. The defense is much improved, but still, the Patriots are the better team. I'm so confused.
Yeah.
I'm very confused.
I mean, again, teasing, I think we throw a teaser with New England at some to pair them with somebody, because getting 8.5 in this game is a gift. I'll take that all day, every day. So that's also a consideration. As far as the over-under total, I don't really have a particularly strong feeling one way or another. So we'll just skip that as well. But Patriots, by the way, money line plus 130, maybe a little value there. All right, Steelers and Lions, the game that has more implications for the rest of the NFL than any other game, it feels like. Every NFC team...
It's mostly about the Lions, but yes.
Every NFC team is going to be a Steelers fan. The Bears, the Packers, the Niners, and the Seahawks all have something when it comes to wanting the Lions to lose this game. But let's dive into the tail of the tape for these two teams. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are going on the road to Detroit. They are between 6.5 and 7 point underdogs on the road. I'm seeing a 6.5. I think we see it at 7 here as well. So it's kind of fluctuating back and forth. But Detroit minus 335, plus 270 for Pittsburgh, and over under at a nice high total of 51.5. Rec, what are your thoughts on this game, and where do you have any leans potentially?
I mean, I could see this as another teaser candidate, taking like 6.5 down to just a half for Detroit. Because Steelers are banged up all over the place. And like no TJ Watt, sounds like it's gonna be no Nick Herbig as well. So you're down to Highsmith, a rookie Jack Sawyer, and then practice squad guys. That's not great. O-line's kind of beat up, although Dylan Cook, 4th string left tackle, playing really well, surprisingly. So we'll see how he holds up against Aiden Hutchinson. Did well against Bradley Chubb on Monday. But yeah, you get the Steelers on some of a short week on the road against a dominant offense. And if I'm looking at player totals, I'd love to see the totals for Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. I feel like they're going to have a nice little game. Just Steelers here, 8-6. Pretty much they control their own destiny, even if Baltimore wins. Like only game that matters feels like is week 18. So wouldn't be surprised if they take things a little bit easy. Talking about like how things matter. Lions have a lot on the line. Steelers, not so much.
Well,
I mean,
it's not nothing.
Steelers can't do anything when it comes to clinching anything this week. I mean, they still have a long way to go.
The Browns and Ravens are the important games. This one, like the Steelers could lose and nothing at all would happen.
Yeah. Public split down the middle on the line at 7. Money 60% on the Lions at 7. So that's where the spread is. You know, it's weird. At first, I was like, I don't know why. I was like, feels like a kind of a big number for, especially against the Lions team. It's kind of been like Jekyll and Hyde a little bit. I mean, kind of like, this was I think it's 7.5 in one spot early in the week. And I was like, maybe Steelers 7.5. And I was like, I'm not going to bet it, but if I had a lean, that's where I would go because I'm not cashing in my chip at all this week. But I don't know. Something tells me we've kind of talked about some of these teams maybe struggling a little bit. The Lions haven't exactly been blowing the doors off the way I expected them to in a handful of these recent games. Especially, I don't know. They just look lackluster. I mean, they were against good teams. They lost to the Packers, lost to the Rams, beat up on the Cowboys, beat up on the Giants in the last 4. Also lost 16-9 to the Eagles. I think that was one of the more questionable losses. Losing to the Vikings earlier on in the season. So like, it's like a good win and then like a bad win and then a good win or good win, bad loss, good win, bad loss, good win, bad loss. I mean, most recently the competition's been a little bit better, but that being said, like if you look at their literally loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. It alternates every single week. It doesn't matter who they're playing.
Well, they lost last week, so
they lost last week to the Rams, which means it's a winning week this week. So you want to take them on the money line, right? That's a guarantee. So I don't know. I think the Lions win this game. As far as the over/under total, I think it was. I mean, I got it earlier on in the week at 40 over 49.5. It's now up to 51.
Yeah, you got a good number.
I got a good number, but I think there's could be some scoring in this game. But otherwise, yeah, I don't really have. I think the Lions maybe win a close game.
By the way, did you see who got an interception on Monday?
Stop it.
Don't say his name. Don't say his name.
Asante Samuel Jr.
You mean against a third string quarterback? Big game for both, but the Lions lose this, they're done. They're done. I mean, they're on the outside looking in, and they're 2 games back right now in the playoffs in the NFC. Like the Lions have a tough road to even make the playoffs and likely won't.
If the playoffs started today, they're not in. I mean,
no, they're not close.
Yeah,
they're not close. Well, I guess they're a game and a half back because the 7th seed is the Packers at 9-4-1. They're 8-6. But the Lions are not playing great football this year. They're just not. That it speaks volumes to the win-loss. I don't trust the Steelers. I don't know what to think of the Steelers every week.
The endless quest for a 500 record.
You have the TJ Watt nonsense that's been going on and whatever is happening there, which is not great for the Steelers. I feel like the Lions should win this game. How and where and when they win it, I don't know. But I do think the Lions win, but I don't love betting on this game, to be honest, because I feel like both teams are a little unpredictable.
Agreed.
Going to take the teaser here. Lions down to just a half.
No.
No. You don't even know the. Yeah,
I mean,
I think
maybe we'll see. We'll see what else we have to play.
And again, I'd also like to know what Jahmyr Gibbs totals are, or him and Montgomery, because.
Let me. As far as like their rushing yards.
Yeah, like total yards.
They should go off.
Well, rushing yards. Jahmyr Gibbs 70 over under 72.5. David Montgomery over under 37.5.
Yeah, I don't think Montgomery's going to be a big factor, but Gibbs is one of the top 3 running backs in the league, in my opinion. So,
I mean, if you're looking at rushing and receiving yards for Gibbs, over under is set at 116.5. So,
but
the DB, yes, the Lions, but it's better.
Also the Lions defense sucks right now.
Yeah. It's
real bad.
Hasn't been
They're
consistent.
Beat up in the secondary. They're not good. So like I mean I might tease it down for the Lions at -0.5, but like that's the only play I would do in this game.
I mean, there's a couple other teams we probably won't cover that I also feel good about that we can potentially sneak in, but I think this is so. Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the next game on our list. This game is going to be kind of
who wants to win the South?
Who wants to win?
Nobody.
And
Nobody.
and both teams are going to try to do their best to lose this game or win this game accidentally. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 3-point favorites on the road in Carolina. Plus 136 for the Panthers to win. Minus 162 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Over under at 45.5. This game, again, is going to be one of those that you'll want to keep an eye on because right now Tampa Bay is, if the playoffs started today, the 4 seed in the playoffs as we sit today. But
as a division winner, sure.
As a division winner. But the
7 bucks.
Panthers might have something to say because they're sneaking right behind. And the Carolina Panthers, honestly, are a team that, we kind of had some dark horse early on in the season, like before the season started, like maybe the Carolina Panthers are a little frisky. Carolina Panthers also lost to the Saints last week, 20-17. So they were on the road, and Panthers do play better at home. I will say that Panthers play better but also Tampa Bay feels like there's something off. We also mentioned Mike Evans, kind of super frustrated on the sidelines after that loss to the Saints, just like really frustrated with the defense and some of the things that were happening on the field when he was off the field. So weird vibes in Tampa Bay. They just don't feel as strong of a contender as they typically do at this point in the season. Now, do we look at this division and be like, yeah, this is exactly where we thought they were going to be at this point? Yeah, exactly. So
but they are who we thought they were.
So yeah, this division is what it is. But can Bryce Young take the division away from the Bucs starting this week?
I sneaky like the Panthers a lot in this game. I think the Panthers this is a statement game for the Panthers. The Bucs have kind of been there a little bit. They've lost 5 of 6. They're reeling. They're not connected. They're upset. They're frustrated. All of those things. The Panthers haven't been in this spot, but this is a big moment for them to prove their worth. I love the Panthers +3. I can't say why, but I love the Panthers +3.
I love the Panthers +3 too. I think that's the side here. I think that might be one of our best bets of the week.
Yeah, I think the Panthers shouldn't be 3-point dogs here. I know the Panthers aren't playing great. Obviously, an embarrassing loss last week that they should take care of business against the Saints, but Bucs losers of 5 of 6, and some of those were to good teams, but recently they also lost to the Saints, and then their loss last Thursday to the Falcons, where the Falcons got 19 penalties against them and they still won the game, is insane to me. The Bucs are broken a little bit, and the Panthers have something to prove. I think the Panthers make a statement here. I think they win this game. Now they play again. They play 2 of the last 3 weeks. They play here and they play 2 weeks later. These teams haven't played each other yet, but I think the Panthers win this game.
Plus 136 on the money line if you like the Panthers to win this game. The money is split right down the middle when it comes to the Buccaneers and Panthers at 3.
Hammer the Panthers.
I like the Panthers +3.
And here's the thing: Panthers play better at home. They're kind of like those home road splits. They, if you don't recall, a couple weeks ago upset the Rams at home, which is considered the best team in football. And since the Carolina defense got destroyed by the Bills, they've been playing better in recent weeks as well. So, they're healthy on both sides of the football. They play better at home. Bryce Young feels more comfortable at home. It feels like the spot for Carolina. So, I mean, I'm talking myself into maybe... should I take Carolina as my survivor? Should I sweat this? Should I sweat it?
Yes.
Again, what are your other options?
Saints the Saints over the Jets, and and the what is it? Saints over Jets,
It was depressed Joe Burrow over the
and it
Dolphins.
was the Bengals over the Dolphins, which I don't know if I feel great about that one.
I think Quinn Ewers might sneaky be an uplift for
And the Bengals
Dolphins this week.
defense is awful. So like, and you have
I could see this Saints being the Jets is probably going to happen.
Saints beating
Oh,
the
we
Jets.
have a bunch of first-time chatters.
Hey,
Probably. I would take the Panthers. Let's go, Chris.
should I take the Panthers? Should I sweat
Let's
the
be
Panthers?
bold.
Let's go.
Let's be bold.
What's
Take a
up?
3-point dog.
What's up, Glisser fan? Welcome in. Seahawks versus Rams tomorrow. Who's winning? What's up,
Never thought.
Never thought. How's you doing? Pants Party, what's up? How we doing? Bank of America has some juju. I agree. I think the Panthers. By the way, who's your teams and where you're from? Like to get to know you a little bit better. We talked about the Seahawks and the Rams earlier on.
I think sneaky the Seahawks win tomorrow. I think the Rams are gonna go further in the postseason than the Seahawks, but I think tomorrow the Seahawks win.
Panthers fan from Colorado. All right, so we got some Panthers fans. I'm from California.
I'm
Chargers fan.
Chargers
I've
fan.
never met a Panthers fan in Colorado. I live in Colorado. I've never met a Panthers fan.
We need
How did you be?
we need a fandom
I'm not
origin
hating,
story.
I'm just figuring out. Yeah.
We all whenever you have weird origins of like I live in like New York, but I'm a Atlanta fan. Like we want to know the story behind it. So tell us. We'd love to hear it. Seahawks, but mom's side, Bears. Okay.
All right.
Good year for both.
But, I mean, you're having a great year in the NFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bears just looking competent is like a success. And then
Steve Smith. All right.
it's funny. I was out in Seattle with a couple of Seahawks fans right before. Let's go.
Welcome in. Thank you. Never thought.
I was out with some Seattle guys right before the season started, and they're like, well, it's a rebuilding year. We're going to figure this out. Like, it's not. And all of a sudden, here we are with the Seahawks, the number 2 favorite to win the Super Bowl, which is still insane to me. But like,
Yeah, we do.
it's there.
It's crazy between the Rams, the Seahawks, top 2 right now in odds to win the Super Bowl. Like, kind of crazy. NFC West going crazy this year. But yeah,
Man,
welcome
Fans
in.
Party, huge Steve Smith Senior fan as a smaller wide receiver yourself. What's your height?
Yeah.
Fans Party.
And how long? Where did you play? Serious wide receiver? Did you get into? Play some college ball? What did you get into?
In Madden, I bet he did. But like maybe beyond that,
You guys think
I'm not
JSN
hating pants. I don't know.
Never thought. Do you think JSN can break the record?
No, not this season, and probably not ever. How far away is he? Actually,
He's at 1,541 yards. 3 games to go. He's got the Rams, who have a good defense. Got the Panthers, and then one of the divisional games.
I
think
mean,
the Niners.
he's going nuts, man.
I would say no. JSN does not break the record.
Also,
Love JSN, but he doesn't break the record.
okay, only play in high school, but stuck with the Panthers. All right.
All right, fair enough.
But yeah, Glisten fan, Chargers fan, that motherfucker back there is not real. Chargers fans don't exist.
Yeah.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
That's what Puka says.
That's
He's
what
like,
the
they pay rent for our stadium.
Yeah, Puka. Yeah, he doesn't believe in any of that.
Dude, that dude should not have gone on whatever he went on with.
The dude needs to
What-
shut his face hole.
He
whatever that guy was. Just stop talking.
steer clear of the podcasts and the streamers, especially those guys. But yeah, this game again, Bucks Panthers. So what do we say? What do we say? I should take the Panthers as my survivor pick.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Which again, Panthers plus 136 on the money line. Well, what's the money on that? Let's see. For money line, 74% and 90 of the public, 92% of the money on the Bucks money line. I mean,
Let's go. Panthers are gonna win that game.
Panthers
Really?
win.
Panthers are gonna win that game.
Also, take a look at Glycerfan in the chat.
You became a fan of the Chargers when I watched the Netflix documentary on the QBs. I was not a big football watcher, but then I saw the Chargers versus Chiefs game and how stressful their defense was for Patrick Mahomes. So you became a Chargers fan when they lost to the Chiefs in the documentary?
That's a story right there. You know, like, you know, you get into it, you're watching the documentary, and you're just like, all right, this is, I'm feeling.
I mean, the Chargers lost the Chiefs for forever, but this year, 2-0 against the Chiefs. 2-0 against the Chiefs this year. So
pants party. Yeah, Seahawks will win tomorrow and lose the.
Unfortunately, I think the Chargers moving forward could be really good. Unfortunately, they're just too beat up, especially on the offensive line this year, to be good. But like moving forward, the Chargers are a real threat when healthy.
By the way, guys, hit that follow button if you're new to the channel. Like all of these new folks in the chat, hit that follow button. My name is Chris. This is Scotty. We're your host for the Action Lab. We're live every Wednesday and Sunday. We'll be live for Sunday Night Football coming up this week. We have our Discord in the chat as well. Make sure you join the Discord. There we go. There we go.
All right.
We got a pants party in the house. What's going on?
Deborah Thod, what are your guys' teams? What's your team, Chris? I don't think we know.
All right.
Well, you're going crazy. Thank you for the follow.
It used to cover my face. Why doesn't it cover my face anymore?
Glisser fan, let's go. I am a Broncos fan, and Scotty is a Chiefs fan, but we both live in Colorado, so we're also Avalanche, Nuggets, Rockies. So we all love our Colorado teams, but Scotty does.
Don't hit us too hard on the Rockies. They just dominate play. All right. They crush everyone.
Yeah.
I can't stand Sean Payton. No one can stand.
Denver fans can't stand Sean Payton.
As I've said countless times on this stream, he might be a decent coach. He's an asshole though. And I think, Chris, you agree.
No, agree. Agree. Yeah. Like, I mean, the way he is in press conferences and the way he handles media, and I mean, he could definitely. He's kind of like got a Greg Popovich kind of vibe to him that he's an asshole. Like, you don't want to, but he's
almost somehow more arrogant than Greg Popovich. He's the most arrogant coach I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah. He's definitely not, from a personable standpoint, the fuzziest, warmest kind of guy.
But he's won 11 games in a row, so you got to give him props there.
Can't stand Sean Payton, but I love the Avs and Nuggets. Shout out, Avs and Nuggets. What's the question?
What's the question? What's the question?
I should probably get that sound drop too. I should probably get that
Payton quote right there.
Yeah.
There's one guy he hates specifically. I don't know the guy's name, but like. And to be fair, the guy does ask some dumb questions, but he hates him so much.
Yeah.
Like, you've won 11 in a row. Can't you be like happy a little bit?
Happiness in this society?
Let's get to our best bets. So this is week I didn't update the graphic. It was week 16. Let me update. Come on, man. I'll update that here in a second. Don't worry. So week 16, let's get our best bets. By the way, so far on the season, we're 14-9-1 since we've been doing it this format. So that's also pretty damn good, I would say. We had a 3-1 week last week. So we're going to continue to make that run here for week 16. But that being said, I think we have one that we agree on that we're really like a home run. It's Carolina. Carolina plus 3.
Yeah. You also like
maybe I can find a 3.5. Hold on.
Yeah, let's see. Let's shop around. Let's see if we could get something going.
While he
here.
does that, you like teaser Rams plus 7.5 and
we had
Bears.
Chicago plus 7.5, Rams plus 7.5, New England plus 8.5. Were three that we liked. I also don't hate. I think Chargers plus 8.5 is also one that. Speaking of the Chargers currently,
what?
The Chargers are plus 2.5 favorites or underdogs on the road in Dallas.
I can't find the Panthers at 3.5.
Okay,
they're at 3.
All right, fair enough. Chargers plus 8.5 is also on the radar as a teaser candidate.
No, whoa. Oh, teasing them to 8.5.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're not 8.5. Teasing them to 8.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's another one. And then I liked Miami. So Miami at one point they were 1.5 point underdogs. That was before the news that Tua was out. So I was like, I liked Miami up to 7.5 in that game, but now it's ballooned up to 4.5. So the teaser doesn't really work, but you're still getting 7.5. But like that's gone. So that's not one that we'll probably go with.
I like Miami at plus 4.5.
Yeah, you like your Quinn Ewers. I mean, there is something to the like you haven't seen a guy on tape.
I think they're making a move. One, because Tua has been an idiot in press conferences, but two, the team doesn't trust him. The team doesn't like him, and now you get Quinn in. I like the Dolphins plus 4.5.
Okay, so Dolphins plus 4.5 is on. I don't hate it either. I mean, if I like it, it's plus 7.5. But with the bet, I like him at plus 4.5. Right. So maybe we go Miami. We buy low on Miami at home.
Pants party. We don't like our Herbert bounce back game. Herbert's hurt. I mean that hand, the offhand is bothering him. I don't see a huge bounce back. They were very conservative in their play calling against the Chiefs, and it worked out because the Chiefs can't do anything offensively apparently. It'll be interesting with the Cowboys. The Cowboys they're not fully eliminated, I believe, but they're basically eliminated.
Yeah.
So how do they react? How do they react to this? That will be interesting.
The most surprising thing there is that the Steelers can't eliminate them.
I mean, I don't hate teasing up the Chargers to 8.5 either.
Well, we need another pair for Chicago. So I already have LA Rams to 7.5, New England to 8.5. So what if we did Chicago plus 7.5? So we'll do teaser Chicago plus 7.5. And then we paired that with the Chargers plus 8.5.
Okay.
So that's that. Those are our teasers. And then I didn't really have any. I mean, there's a couple over-unders that felt good. I know we talked about I got Seattle, LA.
The Dolphins.
What's the
Miami plus 4.5?
You want to do Miami plus 4.5? Let's do it. Miami plus 4.5 is our final pick. Quinn Ewers. Miami plus 4.5.
The quintessential quarterback.
Latest line on Steelers and
the current line I have, at least on FanDuel, is 6.5.
I've seen FanDuel's the only one that has it at 6.5. Everywhere else has it at 7.
Yeah. So that's the current line, Chairman. Who's starting at Miami? It's Quinn Ewers.
Quinn Ewers, which I like more than Tua, to be honest.
Pants party. I like Jags plus 3. So
I should have bet against Tua last week when it was going to be bitterly cold. He's so bad in the cold.
Someone else was convincing us on Jacksonville earlier. Who was it? That was
Chairman. Has he ever played before, like football or in the NFL? No, he's never played in the NFL.
I think he's had like a game in the NFL.
No, Quinn Ewers has never played a game in the NFL.
I'll have to check.
You can check all you want. He's never played.
No. Yeah. So
he did against Cleveland.
How many snaps?
Well, he had 8 passing attempts, completed 5 of them.
All right, he didn't start. He's never started.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's 5 of 8 for 53 yards. with the long of
Pretty-
40.
Pretty
He also
damn
took-
solid.
He also took 2 sacks and had a rushing attempt.
We've had 2 people vouch for Jacksonville. We had McLovin, who wanted us to take Jacksonville money line, and then also Pants Party likes Jacksonville +3, but won't try to convince you guys of that. So, couple Jacksonville love for Jacksonville here. I do think it's going to be a close game.
Every line I see is at 3, so it's all at 3.
Also, what was another question? Do you think the Bills will make the Super Bowl?
I think this is the best chance for the Bills to make the Super Bowl.
Here, I'll put it this way: they need to make the Super Bowl this year. They need to make the Super Bowl. Now, will they? I don't know. I like the AFC is never going to be as weak as it is now.
The Bills are clearly the most dangerous offensive team, I think, in the AFC. Their defense is not great. So they're very beatable. But, like, this is the year. You don't have to face Mahomes. You don't have to face potentially Lamar. You don't have to face Burrow. Like, every other elite quarterback is out of your way, Josh Allen. This is your year to make the Super Bowl.
Do you think if Josh Allen doesn't win a Super Bowl, I mean, the legacy takes a hit? I mean, the legacy has to take a hit a little bit here.
Of course, it's not as good if you don't ever win a Super Bowl.
Well, but I'm just saying, like, people are going to hold it against him.
He's never made one. He's never won one. He's great. Josh Allen's great. He's playing great football, especially in the second half of games. I don't know if he sleeps through the first half, but he's great in the second half.
And we got some comparisons. He's the Dan Marino if this happens. And then Jim Kelly called. He said, yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, of course. Of course, if he doesn't win a Super Bowl, it's not a great look.
Well, I'm just saying this year in particular. Like, I mean, this year in particular.
The avenue for quarterback play, he's clearly going to be the best quarterback in the AFC. And I know everyone's like Drake May. Josh Allen's, at least right now, far superior to Drake May, in my opinion. He might win MVP again, back to back. Josh Allen. Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the AFC playoffs. I don't know who would debate that. So when you have the best quarterback, you got a shot. You definitely have a shot, and they should take advantage of it. But we don't know. I think, as I told you, Chris, the Broncos, I don't think you want to face Josh Allen. I think it's a bad matchup for you.
Agreed. Hey, thank you for the 20 bits. I'm not trying to be a fanboy, but I think the Chargers have a big chance of winning.
Not this year. They're too beat up.
If
they were healthy at tackle, if their offensive line was healthy, I would say they might. But they're too beat up on the offensive line. The offense is too limited. I don't see it for the Chargers this year. But if they stay healthy next year with that offensive line and those tackles, they could definitely be in play, but not this year.
Agreed.
The problem is we're expecting the Chargers to be healthy. When are they?
They're never healthy. That's true.
But they got the coach, they got the quarterback, they got the offensive line when it's healthy. To your point, like they're winning games this year that I didn't think they would be winning, given their injuries and given the circumstances. So, if they,
what team is healthy? I would just say, literally, the Chargers have 2 elite tackles on both sides, with Joe Alt and
Rashawn
Slater, and they're both out. That's huge. It's really hard to win a Super Bowl without 2 elite tackles. Protecting
Broncos are healthy.
Broncos have been wildly healthy this year.
And that's
outside
with
of like
Pat Surtain missing.
That's it. Like they've been crazy healthy. Healthy.
I meant to say some chance. And here's the thing: in the playoffs, I mean, you'll be able to playoffs get a little bit of I mean, let's just say the gap isn't as huge this year for the Chargers once they get in. It's not going to be like they're playing juggernauts in the playoffs right away necessarily. I mean, there'll be some close teams that they can maybe compete against.
They could win a game, but they're not making the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Not
the
this
good
year.
news for the Chargers, they're currently slated as the 5 seed,
That is good news. For
which
them,
means they'll
but
have a free first round win.
I don't know if they hang on to that spot, so we'll see.
Yeah, guys, we will be back live this Sunday night for Sunday Night Football. We want you guys here, Gliss fan, Pants Party, all of you guys that joined in here. I can't wait for you guys. Deverthod, thank you for being here as well. Hitting that follow button. If you guys are chilling, watching us, just lurking in the background, hit that follow button like all three of you guys did, so that you guys can join us this Sunday. We'll do some bingo for sure. And then we're going to, see what took place. We're going to recap all the games, talk through them, and give you our thoughts and takeaways. So can't wait for that. I think the Broncos need to avoid the Texans and the Bills, and they're looking good. I think so they need to avoid the Bills for sure. They beat the Texans, but that's still going to be a tough matchup.
And a reminder on the Texans game, they were down, and then they hurt C.J. Stroud, and he was out for like 2.5 quarters of the game, and they won on a last-second field goal. So
yeah,
I'm not saying they can't beat the Texans, but like caveat,
beat Davis Mills for half the game. Yeah. So
they were down without Davis Mills, and then they lost because of Davis Mills. Long neck couldn't do it, but I would say, and I would say the Texans would be. I mean, they're very, very similar teams.
It's over for the Colts.
Texans and Broncos are very similar teams. That would be a very competitive game, and it could go either way.
It's very over.
Colts are done. Colts.
Colts. I've already forgot about the Colts.
The Colts are
they were 7-1, so that feels bad, but they're done.
Yeah, their ship has sailed. I mean, what can you expect from Phillip Rivers, right? Like you can't. It's kind of a gimmicky thing. Brendan, thank you for the raid. Appreciate you coming on over. Hope you had a great stream, Brendan. Always great. Go give Brendan a follow if you haven't already. Brendan always streaming something over on his channel. We need a 30 for 30 on Danny Dimes just this season. There will be at some point.
Is Danny Dimes interesting? Like, is he like someone you'd interview and like be captivated by? I don't know. I'm asking.
The story of like no-name quarterback cut by his team. Certainly the savior of a team before getting struck down.
I wouldn't say he's a no-name quarterback. He was taken in the top 10 of the draft.
It was a massive reach, but yeah.
But he was also on the Giants, so like no one outside of Eli apparently wins with the Giants. Nobody wins with the Giants.
Yeah. It's I mean, Danny Dimes, he has to add to his legacy, I think. He has to continue this run, in my opinion. But they might give him a little something. They might throw him a little feature on Netflix.
He had an Achilles. He's not going to start the season next year.
Yeah.
Achilles is way worse than
ACL.
Mahomes had.
Totally.
ACL, LCL, like all that is better than an Achilles. Achilles is rough.
Means you know who they're going to have to roll with. Anthony
Richardson,
which they definitely don't believe in. So
he's cheap and better option than anyone else. And Danny will be back with the Colts next year because of this injury on a cheap contract. So sucks. Well, the Colts are screwed in the sense they traded 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner. Like insane when they made it, but like now it looks worse. But Danny Dimes will be back with the Colts next year. I'm sure of it.
Oh, the Colts were hyped. I mean, Colts fans were hyped. The team was hyped. They were making moves in middle of the season to try to
I mean, I
build.
said that right away that was an awful move.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I think that there's a lot of hype that they were, I mean, at one point on their way to a really solid run on the season and get a chance at a run in the playoffs. But yeah, they got,
And it's gone.
and
Chairman, is Richardson still hurt, or did they literally pull Rivers off? Richardson is
He's
hurt.
hurt.
Didn't he like hurt himself in like warm up with his eye or something? Like there's something
Yeah,
weird.
he fractured his orbital bone in his eye.
Like
from,
during warm up.
It was from that little stretchy band.
Yeah. So I wouldn't trust him moving forward. But
And then later
he's
on,
hurt because of that.
I forgot if it was that same game or if it was a different. I think it was that same game where Travarius Ward ran into a dude during warm-ups and suffered a concussion that put him on IR.
I do recall that. Yep. With the Colts as well.
What the hell is going on in warm-ups?
I don't know, but that new owner is not gonna. The daughter is not gonna like it. She's very involved.
Yeah.
Too much involved, to be honest, but very involved.
I wouldn't say too much. I mean, from what I understand, it just sounds like she's trying to learn what people are doing. Like she's not criticizing people. She's just like, okay, I heard the call. Why are you doing that? All right, cool, thank you.
Not yet.
Well, not yet. Yeah, maybe she'll be too involved, but not yet. Yeah.
Too involved.
let's see.
She doesn't know shit about shit. So if she ever has an opinion on things, she doesn't know.
I'll give her
offense.
credit. She's attempting to learn about shit.
And I have no problem with that. But like as an owner, I don't mind you being involved, but like you don't know better than the coach you had hired or this or that. Like you don't. With one season of watching, you're not gonna know better. I think the Colts are screwed. To be honest.
Colts are
They
screwed.
do need to get rid of Ballard. I know you like him, Sky, but
I mean, he's a Chiefs guy before, so I mean, come on back. Like, I think he's. I think he has done a poor job as GM, and I think he got desperate this year, and that's what he did with the Sauce Gardner trade. He got desperate because he was like, if I don't make this move, I'm gonna get fired. So he made a move to go all in. It's not gonna work out. He's probably gonna get fired.
Pants Party, that makes a lot of sense. Rather have Curly than David Tepper.
Sure. Well, okay. Yeah.
It could always get worse.
Everyone, if I owned a team, I'd be chairman. If I owned a team, I'd be involved too. Sometimes you just know better, ask the right questions. I get that, but I think we don't understand the arrogance of owners. And once they think they know better than anyone. And I'm not saying that is going to happen in Indy. I don't know. But, like, that's the mentality. And, like, when you have non-football people making decisions thinking after a year they know football, that can't be good for your franchise.